Fabulosity For You, and my name is Angie. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please click the subscribe button, then click the notification bell, so when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. Like this video and make a comment. This channel is about fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. And if this is not your first time visiting my channel, well, welcome back, my queens, and welcome to all the kings out there. And welcome to all my new subs. Now, if this is your first time with me on relationship night, today, every Friday, I have either a relationship topic or I have a Dear Angie. And Dear Angie is people that have emailed me. My email's in the description, and they're emailing me with a relationship question or a problem. And so sometimes I talk about it in our relationship topic night on Friday, okay? And so, welcome. And so, I just want to say, I've been waiting all week to talk to my kings and my queens out there. I'm so glad it's Friday. I can't say I had a long week. I had a very good week this week, I'm happy to say. But I'm still glad it's Friday, okay? So I just came back with my husband. We went out and picked up some food, and we're just going to have a Netflix and chill night tonight for our date night. We're not going to do much. In fact, this weekend, I really, for the first time, I always say this, and then something happens and I have something to do. But so far, it's just going to be family. I'll have to visit family tomorrow. It's just going to be a weekend dealing with family. And that's enough. But I love my family, so I'm always glad when they stop over or come over. That's just the type of person I am. And so, tonight, all I have to say is Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. It is Friday, and I'm so glad it's Friday. Like I said, I've been waiting all week to talk to my kings and queens, and here we are today. So, go get your drink of choice, go get your snack of choice, and come back, and let's get this party started. Tell all your friends, tell your family, text them, email, send a message in a bottle, baby, and tell everybody that Angie's on the line. And tonight, we have a Dear Angie. I'm so glad we received several letters last week for a Dear Angie. And so, I'm going to answer one of them tonight. Okay, but before I begin, for those of you that are new to my channel, I like to get real, how should I say, fly for my kings and queens out there every Friday. But you know what? Today I'm real casual, but I think I'm still fly. I have on, I love this color. It's electric blue Michael Kors top, and it has, I love the rhinestones on it. And I have on my, what are these? These are my shorts. They're dark blue, and they are distressed shorts, okay? And then I have on, my shoes have the rhinestones and stuff in them that matches my shirt. So, yes, I'm fly. I'm fly. I think I'm fly. Okay? And so, for those of you that are new with me, joining my channel on Friday, I always wear shades, okay? Because I throw shades. And so, tonight, I have on these Dior. I'm going to have these Dior shades, which I've worn a million times. Okay? So, these are the shades for tonight. And so, I'm just going to get right into it. So tonight we have a Dear Angie letter. And the letter is from New York. New York is in the house. This is our first letter from New York. And so I have read this letter over and over today, so I have it all memorized. I don't have any notes today, so bear with me. Like I said, I've been out with my husband, and we've been at the restaurant, and so I didn't get a chance to write any notes down. But it goes, Dear Angie, I am a 42-year-old man, and my wife is 44 years old. We've been married for 5 years. I noticed that there is a man at my wife's job that she's friends with. Too close of friends. He calls her all the time, after work, weekends, and they have an emotional connection. I told my wife that she's having an affair because she has emotional connection, and that is a form of an affair. I told her I felt uncomfortable with their relationship and that she needs to stop being friends with this guy. And she said, no, she's going to still be friends with this guy. That I was tripping and she was not having an affair, that he's just a friend. Angie, I feel like I need to confront this man. I need your advice. What should I do? Okay, this is a very interesting letter. I'm going to unpack this letter, and I'm going to say, number one, I'm really against friends of the opposite sex when you are in a marriage or committed relationship. And a lot of people are not going to agree with me, but I'm sorry. I don't care how long you've known this person. There's going to be always, especially with a man, he's going to be always feel like at some point you're going to have weaknesses in your marriage or in your relationship, and you guys are going to be together and he's going to get with you. That's just my opinion. Now, a woman, she might not feel that way, but she doesn't know how a man thinks. And I just think even with a woman being friends with a man that's married is not right. Because she may have a crush on your man and you don't know about it, or he don't know about it, or he knows about it, but he's just like the attention. And so you just can't trust these. I did a video, and the name of the video is called Don't Let No Woman Sit Around You and Your Man. And that's the truth. And you don't let a man sit around you and your wife or significant other. Now, in this case, they're co-workers. And when you're co-workers, you are being cordial to the opposite sex. But as far as talking after work and all of those things and confiding, it's off limits. It's not right. And I agree with you. Having an emotional connection with the opposite sex is a form of an affair, because it's worse than a man or a woman just going out having sex. Because, you know, with some people, it's not about, most of the time, it's not about that they have all these feelings for the woman. It's about, or man, it's about pleasure. That they like to hunt, men like to hunt, you know, women, you know, like feel attracted, and you have sex, and you can easily end it because it's not an emotional connection. But when you have an emotional connection, that's dangerous in a relationship. And so she definitely needs to cut it off, and she's definitely wrong for what she's doing. And a lot of men and women, they sit up and they feel like, well, you know, this guy, I just call him when I'm having problems with my husband and I talk to him about it. That's having emotional connection. What go on in your marriage should be between you and your husband, or and what goes on with that man and his significant other should be between that man and his significant other. But when you start telling your business outside of the relationship, that's broken trust for the other person. And I just did 2 videos. One, how to build trust in a relationship, and 2, how to rebuild trust when trust is broken. If you have not seen that video, those 2 videos, you need to watch it, because this is intertwined with that. When you have an emotional connection with the opposite sex, that's broken trust to your partner. And that is a form of an affair. And that's the worst kind of affair to have, because when you have an emotional connection, that runs deep and you can fall in love. Now, one thing I did not mention, the wife told her husband that she's not going to stop being friends with him because she loves him. But she doesn't love him like she loves her husband. She loves him as an individual and as a friend. Girl, bye. I don't know what kind of soup you're trying to feed your husband, but saying you loving another man is a red flag to the husband. And he's aware that his wife is having an affair. And she act like she don't understand that. But guess what? I bet you if he turn around and does the same thing, then her eyes will be wide open. And I'm not saying that that's what he should do. I'm just saying people sometimes don't realize things until it happens to them. But my advice to you is you need to talk to your wife. And you guys need to have a real heart-to-heart conversation. Because if she's having an emotional attachment to this man, she's talking about her feelings, and 9 out of 10, you're in the conversation. Now, I don't know what has happened in your marriage, but it sounds like something has been broken in your marriage. And that's why she's feeling like she needs this other man for emotional support. Now, I could be wrong because you haven't given me details about your marriage, but that's what it sounds like. And you need to get to the root of why she feels like she needs to lean on this other man. You need to find that out. You need to have some conversation. Now, if she still says, listen, this is my friend, I'm not having an affair, you being jealous, you're this, you're that, then you guys might need to have counseling so that she can understand that she is not proper in her marriage. She's not doing things, she is having an affair. Okay? And you also need to let her know if she refuses the counseling and stop being friends with this man, that this is not something that you can stand for. And if she can't do that, to me, she's putting this man over you. And if she cannot break off this relationship, man, I always advise people to pray to God. And you might need to, move on. Because that's definitely a part. That is having an affair when you have emotional connections. And then she's telling you she loves him and all of the things. You definitely need to figure out what's going on with her, Why does she feel like she needs to be with another man? And you guys are probably going to need counseling. And if you can't rectify that, if she chooses, because that's what she's doing. If you lay it on the line and say, listen, I'm not going to accept this, it's either him or me. And in some cases, I've seen that. You have to say it's either him or me. And if she can't break up with this man and stop being friends with him, then it is what it is, my friend. Then you need to move on. I don't know what's happened in your relationship, but your wife is having an affair, and she's telling you she's love him but not in love with him, and you don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. Now, should you confront the man? Absolutely not. There's no need to confront him because your wife is the one that is saying that she's not going to end it. And so if you went to this man, 9 out of 10, he feels love for her too. And he's not thinking about you, because if you tell him not to, your feelings, and she's still coming at him and let him lean on her, and they leaning on each other, and they have this love that they have for each other, he's not going to pay you no attention. And at the end of the day, the problem is not him. The problem is your wife. So I wouldn't even go there, because it could escalate, and you don't want that to happen. And so I'm going to end my advice right here. And I'm just going to say, I wish you the best of luck. You and your wife have a lot of talking to do and listening. You listen to her. She needs to listen to you. But there's something that happened if she just started doing this. Something that happened. I don't know what's happened in your relationship, that she could possibly feel like she can't count on you for intimacy. And intimacy, it doesn't have to do with sex. Intimacy is being vulnerable with each other and being able to talk. And so I don't know your marriage, but you probably are going to need counseling on your own, just on the simple fact is that something was broken here. But I don't have enough information to say. But I definitely say no. Don't address that other man. That other man has nothing to do with you and your wife. And so I thank you for writing me, because by writing me, you're helping others. And for my kings and queens out there, as I said, if you need any advice, if you want a relationship topic that you want me to talk about, please feel free to email me. My email is in the description. Stay in peace and not in pieces.